What's up, my peeps? 53 Shades Darker coming to you with huddle number 11. Can you believe it's been 11 huddles? So, huddle number 11. Before I get started, I would like to give some shout outs to some friends that I met at the Savers Appliances. They sell TVs and electronics and things like that. They're inside on the second floor in the Island Central Mall here in Lapu-Lapu. So go ahead and check them out. If you're here and you decide that you would like to buy some appliance, go check them out. They're pretty good people. They'll give you a deal and they'll work with you. Very good people. So I'm giving you a shout out. Also, my second shout out is to Blizzard Abroad. You guys check that guy out. He's an up and coming channel. I like his content. He's real. He's one of those kind of guys seems like he's on a positive note, and he's just starting out. I remember being in his shoes, and when you first start out, it's kind of challenging. So I want you guys to go check him out. Blizzard Abroad. He's talking some really good positive stuff. So check this guy out. I think he's gonna do well. So if you're out there listening, Blizzard, I'm giving you a shout out, man. Keep pumping your videos, and keep going. Don't quit no matter what it takes. Just keep going. So, videos. Video number one. Okay. The video number one was American Man from New York, Brooklyn.
Oh, word. All right. Tell me how much. Sounds good. All right. I'm gonna sit like this.
I know you guys watched that video. I'm still trying to figure that video out myself. So it was very interesting. I haven't talked to the guy since he left. I haven't seen him, haven't heard from him, but there's some very interesting things about that guy. I read through the comments, and I heard I read a lot of people saying different things. This guy is this. Maybe something's wrong. Some bolts are missing. Things like that. However, I want you guys to know that I did some research. I really did some research up on this guy, and you have to go back and look at the video. Pay attention to what he's saying. And he leaves some keys, some information that if you check it out, like I did, you're going to see something that's going to amaze you. So I was blown away when I looked at some of the stuff that he was saying. He says it really, really fast, and it took me a while to figure it out. But a lot of times, people like that, you never know. Like they always say, you can't judge a book by its cover, because it can surprise you, and it surprised the hell out of me. Because after finding out and really digging into this guy's background, it's very interesting. And this is just my opinion. I think this guy comes from a wealthy family, and maybe he just wanted to get off and do some things on his own. But just looking at some things that I've found out about him, you're gonna make a second opinion. You'll probably have a second opinion about this guy. So go check out the video, pay attention to it, and you'll figure it out for yourself. It took me a few times to catch it, but when I did catch it, I looked into what he was saying, and you're gonna be blown away. Let's just put it that way. So that's video number one. Let's go into top five. My top five. Top five. So, number 5. I'm going to go from, like I did last time, I'm going to go from 5 on down to 1. 1 being um, the best, the not the worst, but you know, kind of like, you know, kind of different. So number five. About 6 months ago, I did a video it was titled American Attitudes Towards Americans. And it got about, I want to say close to like 7,000 views, because it was a topic basically talking about how Americans, me being in the Philippines, the attitude towards other Americans, how they treat each other. And since that video, it's been about 7 months since I made that video. Now I'm going to tell you how I feel from that video and how 7 months can make a difference. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion. And, you know, I know there's some people, I don't like to race bait. And basically, when I say race bait, I'm talking about, I don't like to say this race is better than this race, or I'm better than this race, or this is superior. I don't like doing that, because having kids that have two parents, one black and one white. The last time I said something about biracial, somebody sent a comment that said, Canada is not a race. Well, just so you know, I am aware of that. But I was specifically saying that's where they're from. Okay, so I'm going to make it plain as day, so I'm not being corrected again. Black and white. Black and white. I don't like to use race as a thing, because then people start getting their feelings hurt and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, I have two kids that are a product of a black person, which is me, and a white person, which is their mother, that's from Canada. Okay, let's make it easier so somebody's not trying to correct me again. But anyway, I said that to say this. 7 months ago, when I first arrived here, that's how I was feeling, because that's the kind of energy that I was getting from Americans, whether they were black or white or whatever. You know, people would just kind of walk past you and not say anything, not even give you a head nod or anything. So I made that video because that's how I was feeling at the time. Now, fast forward to 7 months, this is how I feel, and this is the truth. So, and don't hate me for saying it, it's just the honest truth. When I see black men walking past my path, it's been very positive. I've met walking just to and from, people are saying, hey, what's up? How you doing? Where you from? Things like that. White, not so much. Still the same. I would say on a scale of 1 to 100, the change is probably 7 months ago. It was a 10% of white or Caucasian saying hello. And I want to say on black, African American, whatever you want to call it, it was probably less than 10%. It was probably about a 3%. Now, 7 months later, I want to say it's about 70 or 80% black. White, I want to say it's probably 8%. So it's less still. Not all, but some. And that's just the honest truth. I've had more interactions with black guys walking up and down this little strip. If they see you, they'll say hi, hello. In the 7-month period, hello. It's been a lot more, but white is still mostly, not all, mostly is still, I don't want to look at you, I don't care to know who you are, and it's like they just walk right by. Not all, but the majority. So, and as far as any other races, I don't really see any other like Hispanics. So I can't compare, but I can compare the two with black and white, and that's just the way it's been. Life is life, and that's how people can be sometimes. Not all, some. Like I said, I have some cool. I'm talking about cool as a cucumber, and cooler than some of my black friends that are really cool. So I don't want people to think I'm generalizing a particular race. I'm just giving you my experience here in Lapu-Lapu, and that's just how it is. And I mean, I'm not saying everybody's like that. So, I don't want people to beat me up on that, because that's not what it's about. I'm just giving you my honest opinion from that video 7 months ago. So, number 4. When I'm doing videos in this very spot right here, I know that there's a lot of people that walk past me, like this young lady that just walked by. And when I go back and look at the videos, I get a kick out of seeing some of the people do things that I can't really see them doing it from behind me. And it's pretty funny, because I see people doing this, I see people doing this, I see people stopping and looking, and it's just funny, and it's cool. It's kind of cool. That's why I like doing it right here, because it's right on the main walk, and there's a lot of people that come through here. So this is one of the reasons why I do it right here, because I know some of you guys out there, you enjoy seeing the young ladies that's walking through here and looking and things like that. And it's not a big deal, but when I go back and do these videos, I see that, and I see different people either staring into the camera, or they'll just walk by and kind of like see what I'm doing and things like that. So I just wanted you guys to know that I do see that, and I have noticed the people like these two walking by, things like that. So, and it's all good. I want them to do that. So if you see somebody do this, I think that means it's a sign of like peace and love, like this. I think it's like a heart. It's like the shape of a heart, the bottom of a heart. So that's what I was told. So that's number 4. Number 3, if you decide to come down here and do some kind of business, you have a plan on doing a business, if you go to the Gaisano Island Mall, there's a place inside right next to the immigration office, basically right in front of the immigration office. And these guys, they can take care of different things that you need done. And they're not like a fixer. They're a legitimate business. They actually do some of the work. You can do all this yourself online, but if you just don't have time to do that kind of stuff, if you don't want to be online doing it, these guys will take care of you. And They actually do a good job. So go check them out. If you ever go to the mall and you want to get something done, they do things like your TIN, which is a taxpayer identification number. If you decide that you want to do a business here in the Philippines, you're going to need that. You also need that if you open a bank account. And if you want to get like a loan or something, you can actually get a loan here in the Philippines. You have to have a TIN number, they call it, which is a TIN, taxpayer identification number. And it's just for bank purposes. Because if you have a business here, of course, you got to pay business taxes here. That's if you want to. You don't have to, but if you're in the realm of trying to open a business here, like a Subway. We need a Subway here. Subway sandwich. You need to have a TIN number, okay? So, number 2. Number 2, gyms, working out. As a 56-year-old person, you have to work your body out. You have to stay on top of things, because I want to say most of the guys that are like, I don't know, I want to say in between 40 and up, they usually come to the Philippines. And if you come to the Philippines, you don't want to just sit around and be a couch potato. So there's 2 gyms here within walking distance from Mactan Newtown. The first gym that I want to say, I'm not a member there. It's just right here, right next to the Robinsons. It's really, really close. I think it's I don't know the name of it right now, but it's right next door to the gym. I mean, it's right next door to Robinsons, and I don't know the fee, but I heard that the one across the street that they're not completely open. They're waiting for their materials for their gym equipment to come from the United States. They're getting ready to open up, and it's Anytime Fitness. I joined membership with them, and I want to say that they're a little bit cheaper than the one that's here, right here in Newtown. So if you want to check them out, they're going to be right across the street, Anytime Fitness. They're open 24 hours a day, 24/7. The only downfall with the other one, I don't think they're open 24/7. So I think they close at a certain time. Like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I want to say it's they're not open all night. I don't want to say they're open until 10, because they might be open later, but they're not open 24 hours. The other one, they're going to be open 24 hours. So some people like me, I don't like to go to the gym when there's a lot of people there. Some people like to go to the gym and girl watch and watch the girls in their little outfits. Me, I like to go to the gym when it's peace and quiet, and it's not crowded. You can get on, you can use all the machines, you can use all the equipment, and just kind of put my Tupac music on and then just focus on pumping that iron, you know. But some people like going when it's really, really crowded. So 2 gyms in Newtown. And I want to say Anytime Fitness is going to be fully open after around the 13th, I believe. So check them out. I went inside. They got a shower room. It's pretty nice, and it's pretty roomy too. It's going to be nice. So check them out. That's number 3. Number 2, or number 1. Actually, I'm not gonna do a number 1, because I spent a lot of time on talking about the guy from Brooklyn. You got to go check that video out again, and then you're gonna be blown away. So comments. This comment came from Chill Will. You know who you are out there, Chill Will. So Chill Will, he said, hard content to watch because this dude is in another world. And he was talking about the guy from Brooklyn. So, like I said, you can't judge a book by its cover. So you have to check that out. You have to look at the video and go check it out, and you're gonna catch what I caught. I'm not gonna spoil it. I want you to just go look at the video, and then you'll catch it, and then you're gonna find something about this guy. It's gonna blow you away. Okay. So thank you, Chill Will, for your comment. This dude is from another world. You know what? He is from another world, a world that I was blown away by. So go check him out. Thank you, Will. Chill Will. Second comment comes from Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows. He says, looks like the Matrix has taken a toll on this guy. He says, looks like the Matrix has taken a toll on him, 53. Well, I will be honest. The Matrix can do a lot of crazy stuff to you. It can. The Matrix, I don't like using that word because everybody used that word. Everybody and their dog used that word. I say the Twilight Zone because if you know about the Twilight Zone, it's a crazy place. So he's trying to say the Twilight Zone has taken a toll on him. Well, again, look at the video and you're going to see a whole different thing. Okay, I promise you. All right. So 21 minutes and 31 seconds. So that's all that I want to do for this huddle. I think that there's so much stuff coming up. I'm going to do a live stream that's coming up on Friday. So be looking out for that live stream. Now, if you're in the United States, it's going to be Friday my time, which will probably be Thursday your time. And I'm going to be doing it at 12 noon here. So it should be 9 p.m. out there. I'm going to have, as far as I know, it's going to be 2 people that's going to join me with this live stream. It's going to be the very first live stream, and we're going to talk about a couple things. And then after we talk about some things that I want to say, it's going to be open where you talk about anything. So join me this Friday at 9 p.m. U.S. time and 12 noon Philippine time. Okay. The 14th, which would be probably the 13th in the United States. Okay, so I'm going to end this video, this huddle, and as I always say, be kind to one another. We're all humans and we all need each other. So there's only one race, and that race is the human race. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Look for the next video. It's going to be a nice surprise. Take care. Peace.